Good morning. So I just read Micah chapter 7. Um, it's got a nice metaphor that it opens up with. He talks about going through the vineyard at the end of the season and looking for some fresh grapes, and all you see are, well, you don't see anything. It's been stripped clean. There's not even a gleaning left. And that's kind of the imagery that God feels when he goes to his house, to his people, to delight in them. And they're so full of sin, he can't, there's no one there for him to delight in. And then there's the metaphor of the briar in here, because they're sharp and they prevent you from getting your fruit. And that's what the sin is in the house of God. It prevents him from enjoying his flock. He doesn't want to punish us. He doesn't want to leave us be. He wants to bless us, and he wants to love us. So there's a call here to trust not in your friend. Don't be self-confident. Be with the Father. And then the end of the chapter, just asking God after the punishment, because the punishment's coming, to restore Israel to where they once were, all the land that they had, because their sinfulness has let certain places get taken over at this point in time. And so they're reminded of, coming out of Egypt and what he did for them, and that he can give them back their land. Yeah, so that's the end of Micah. What do we do with this? Just search out that sinfulness within us. Yeah, there's tons of it on the outside, but to make a change, it starts with us, right? We should make sure it's not in our church, make sure it's not in our home, and keep it out of ourselves, because God saved us. He'll restore us, but he's not gonna be working with us if we're living in sin, especially if we're willfully living in sin. So we need to search that out. Sometimes the question has arisen: why do we do good works? Why do we try to be less sinful if we're already saved, if we're already guaranteed, And the answer is, even though we're guaranteed salvation, what about the guy who's giving us salvation? Would you not, be ingratiated to him? And, the joy of giving is enjoying being with the person that you've given to, and God wants that same joy from his gift. So doesn't he deserve for us to give it back to him? And we can't do that with sin in our lives. So I think that's what this is all about.